Nice to meet you.
OMG, look at you. If you are not just the most precious thing, why, you're young enough to be my daughter. I've got butt lint older than you.
Hi, take a seat and tell me what you're pitching today.
Well, let's see. I have written a romantic suspense slash paranormal slash time travel slash historical with a little bit of western. It's got a talking orangutan and a constipated moose.
Okay, tell me a little bit about this slasher novel.
Well, let's see. There's a guy and there's a girl, and I already told you about the constipated moose and the talking orangutan, and some stuff happens, and you know, they kind of meet, and well, you know, it's just you know, it kind of goes along, and he likes her and she likes him, and
I'm sorry to interrupt you. You know, we're on a tight clock. We only have 3 to 5 minutes for the pitch. Can you tell me how long the manuscript is?
200,000 wonderful glorious words.
Oh, that's kind of like 2 books. Would you be willing to cut it down by 100,000 words?
Never. Each word is golden. They were given to me from above. Every word is important to the plot. Are you kidding? It's art, baby, art.
Well, and I very much appreciate that. And I know that your book is going to find its appropriate home, but I'm sorry, it's just not right for my line.
Well, you are a total loser. I've got to tell you, you are missing out. This is going to be a New York Times bestseller. I have spent a lot of time masturbating about who's going to play the part when they make a movie out of it. And so, you know what? Forget you.
We calling this so it just stands out. The pitch is back. Who recognizes that? We're going today explore what it means to pitch, how to prepare, what not to do, and what is a pitch for those who are really new. Heather, would you like to tell them what you think is a pitch?
A pitch basically is how you sell your book. It is going to be a short, concise highlight of what makes your book interesting, what it's about, and why somebody's going to want to read it, buy it.
So the number one thing to remember, treat the editor with respect. Okay? Treat them like queens, kings.
Well, first of all, just try to, when you go in, of course, introduce yourself, smile, look them in the eye. You know, don't get personal about yourself or about them. It's basically common sense, and just remember to use your Southern manners.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And remember, it's a business.
Right, it's very business.
I hate to tell you, but there are people who actually talk and do stuff like that. I mean, they go up and hug editors and tell, you're young enough to be my daughter, and talk about uncomfortable for the editor or agent. It is very uncomfortable, and I hate to tell y'all, but if y'all have never been to a conference, most of the editors and agents are young, very, very young.
And I'll add this, being a lawyer, I get this a lot from potential clients. They'll come up and they'll ask me, sweetheart, how old are you? And my response usually is old enough to hold your fate in my hands. And that's something to remember with the editors and the agents. They're old enough to hold your publishing career in their hands, so treat them with respect.
Even though some people like to treat the editor and agent appointment the same, it really shouldn't be treated exactly the same, because an agent is not buying your manuscript. They'll believe in your manuscript and try to sell it for you, but there's no guarantee that they can sell it. But the thing is, you need to ask questions of it.
And on that, another good thing to do is have written down on that note card questions that you might have for the agent or the editor, because if you finish with additional time, you know, my method is get out before they say no. But, oh, you have no idea, I run like a scalded dog. Once they've got that request, I'm like, can you take it back? La la la, I'm off. But that being said, you know, a lot of times they may say, do you have any questions for me? And this is time to continue selling yourself. So have some questions that show that you are educated and know about publishing, which could include, you know, what's the last thing you sold? Or if you're getting Publishers Weekly, like Laura and Lisa and Carla all told us at the February meeting, you can say, you know, I saw recently you had this deal, ask questions, or you might say, I'm writing in this vein, where do you see this going? But this could be an opportunity to help show them that this is something you are treating as a career, and you don't want to waste that time if you've got that chance.
About 2 specific, most common ways. And Jeannie, if you don't mind, tell everybody what the most 2 common ways.
The GMC pitch is goal, motivation, conflict. There are key words to remember when writing your GMC pitches. Want, because, but. Goal, motivation, conflict.
Like Jeannie just said, when you think of GMC, always think of so-and-so wants, so-and-so because, but, something happens. That's the path. What do we mean by high concept? It's a short sentence to describe the type of book you're pitching, and I'm talking about really short. You can use a book or movie titles or common references, so it's got to be something everybody knows.
I like to use high concept. Some people call it a log line. When I went in for my pitches, and I would say Christine Feehan's Emotionless Carpathians meet a Southern Stephanie Plum Chaos to Fall.
Oh, yeah. In a pitch or a high concept, they both require strong words, often known as hooks. Pick words that are powerful, draw a picture, take your synopsis, and break it down to the basics. So take your synopsis, break it down to the basics. A few choice words that you pulled out of that synopsis could paint that picture, will draw the editor's attention. Practice with friends, practice with family, practice in the shower, practice until it flows without thinking about it. So your note cards are nice. Don't hide behind them. Remember, you know your story best, so you practice every chance you get. Invest in the future with a smile. They appreciate professionalism. Conflict goal to motivation wins, and help them see what you are saying. So that is your pitch.